Hello everyone, my name is Harshta Chaudhary. Welcome back to my channel. In this tutorial, we cover part 2 of NumPy beginner to advanced level. As we already covered part 1 of NumPy, if you don't watch that video, please go and watch that video first. I share the link in the description and also in the I button. So let's get started coding. Basic operations. Let's define 2 array A with the help of this list containing 20, 30, 40 and 50 values. And array B, use arrange function to get the values in B array. Let's run this cell. B have 0, 1, 2, 3 values. And let's see A have 20, 30, 40, 50 values. Let's subtract A to B and get the value in C. Shift press enter to run the cell. It have 20 and 29, which is 30 minus 1, 29. 38, which is 40 minus 2, 38. 47, which is 50 minus 3, 47. Let's square the value of B values, like 0, square of 0, 1 square of 1, 4 square of 2, and 9 square of 3. Let's do some more mathematical operations like sign. If get the value like this, let's do some comparison, element wise comparison, like these all is element wise. Let's do some comparison, like A is smaller than 35, where the value is A is smaller than 35, it return true, and else it return false. Let's see, run this cell, like true, true, and false, false. Like 20 is smaller than 35 and 30 is smaller than 35, as it is the element wise comparison. Let's come to the next. A divided by A. Let's see what is the result. All values are 1, as divided by 1. A divided by A is 1. 1 divided by A is like this. If we divide 1 to B, let's see. Here we get an infinite value because of divide by 0. Like it is a runtime wording, like divide by 0. That's why. Next is get the cube of the value of array, ARR. Here we get the cube value of all elements, as it is an element wise operation. Let's print the original array. Here 8 is the cube of 2 and 27 is the cube of 3 and so on. Let's do some more operations. Let's define A and B and do multiplication element wise. Now do some matrix multiplication. By doing matrix multiplication, we use ampersand, we use @ sign. Let's run this cell. Matrix multiplication, you also get matrix multiplication by the use of dot function, like this. Another way of matrix multiplication, same result. Let's cover some more functions, like unary functions. Like let's print A and the sum of the A. If you want to get the sum of the element of the A, we use sum function, which is 140. Get the minimum value in the array, use min function. Get the minimum 20. For getting maximum value in the array, use max function. Argmax is returning the index of the maximum value. Here the maximum value is 50 and it is stored in third index, like 0, 1, 2, 3, as array start from 0 index. Same as argmin, it returns the index of minimum value, which is 0, as the 20 is on 0th position. Let's come to the universal functions. Define again an array, define our array B, which have 3 values. Let's use exponential function to get the value of array B. Now use a square root function to square root all the values of B element wise. Let's define another array which have data type float and add C to B by using numpy.add function. Now use exp function to calculate exponential value of ARR array. Let's see. If you want to view the ARR array, original one is this, and use max function np.max and pass the array to get the maximum value in the array, which is 9. Use sign function to get the sign value of all the element of array. Let's run this cell. Log function to get the log of all element values. These are all element wise operations. Now comes to shape and reshape. Shape and reshape is very useful in machine learning tasks such as time series. Let's see what is in this part. ARR.shape to get the shape of the array. It is an attribute which I tell you in the previous part. Let's run this cell. 3 by 3. Like you can see that there is three rows and 3 columns. Now, if we want to reshape it, let's 9 is to 1 column vector. It have 9 rows and 1 column. So that's why we also call this column vector. Now row vector. In this let's print this. Let's print this. It have 1 row and 9 columns. Let's come to the automatic reshaping. Define an array A. Let's get the shape of this array and also see the array. Let's A and run the cell. We have value between 0 to 30. A is a one-dimensional array. Let's convert it into 3 dimension. Reshape in 3, 2 and -1 represent whatever is needed. Let's run this cell. It have 3, 5 and 2. it have 3-dimensional array. Like A is, the original one is like this, and the reshape array is this. It have 3 rows. It have 3, this part, and this. These are 3. And columns are row, like this one and this one. And else what is -1 do? It add 5 element in all the part, in 3 part. Let's come to the NumPy indexing and selection part. Let's create an array A, print it. If you want to access this 2, then we have to slice a single element with their location. 2 is located at index 1. That's why it gives output 2. If we want to get the element on index 2, we get 3. On index 0, as array start from 0 index, we get 1. Now create a simple array with arrange function. Let's print it. Slice this from location 2 to the end. For this, we give first position from where we have to start the slicing, and column, then for the last location where we want to get the element. Here we don't put anything after colon. Let's run this. Here we get from 2 to 9 only. Oh, there is a typing mistake. There is ARR and I write is A, which is this one. Let's do this for ARR. We get 0 as we define AR, and last element till last element. And for A, we get from, we just also see from 2 to 9. If you want to exercise from 1 index to 5th index, then we put 1 colon 5. Here we get 1, 2, 5, 3 and 4. From here to here. It doesn't take 5 as we mentioned 5 here, because till 5 is come in this slicing. Now we want to get the value from starting till the 5th position, till the 5th index. We also, if we want to put -1 here, so it take all the values except last one. If we put -2, it takes all the value except last 2, 9 and 10. Now comes to broadcasting. First, we slice an array ARR from 0 to 5. From 4 position, we get all these array into equals to 100. Let's run this. All values from 0 to 5 index, 5th index, will equals to 100 as we done this. Now reset it again with arrange function. Get all values from index 0 to 6 will be in another variable size of array and print this. Now we want the values inside this variable become 99. The all values become 99, but that's not it. It's also reflect in primary array. The original values are all original values of the array will also change. Data is not copied in slicing of array. It only view the original array to avoid the memory problem. Let's come to use of copy function to copy an array. We use ARR copy array to get copy of ARR array. Let's run it. Here we see 99 till 0 to 6 position and rest will be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now print ARR. It also is same. Let's do same things as we done here. With 49 equals to 49. Let's print it. Here every value is 49. Now print the original array. Here there is no reflection which we done on this array. There is no reflection to the original array. Let's come to the next topic, which is indexing in 2dArray matrix. Now define an 2dArray. If we want to access a row, we give the index of that row as we give this one. Here, run this cell. We get 20, 25, 30. The format is like this. Row in one bracket, column in the another bracket. Or we can use comma to separate it in one column. Now we want this value. Row 1, column 0. Now come to the another example. Here we can do same things in one square bracket with separated by comma. Or if you want to size the array, two-dimensional array, we do it like this. Before column, before comma is for row, after comma is for column. One colon is for ranging from row and another column is for ranging the column. 0 to 2 row and 1 to rest. Like this. Let's run this cell. We get this one. We not get the third row and first column as we do not mention it here. Now comes to the another example where we get the row 2 element, like last row element. Or we only want this row and get the all values of this row. Get the all column value of this row. We can also write this like this. If we want to mention 0 row, we get this. If we want one first row, we get this. Now comes to some more interesting topic like fancy indexing. Fancy indexing allow you to select entire row, column out of order to show this. Let's quickly build an NumPy array. Run the cell. Here we get the 0 matrix with 10 by 10 size. Now we get 0 matrix of 10 by 10 size. Let's print the length of the array, which is 10. Because it was 10 by 10 matrix, let's do some looping and change the value of this array. Here we get this fancy matrix. Now, if we want 0, 4, 5, and 8, where values are these, we get, and else is are not been included in this part. Or we want 6, 4, 2, 7. In any order, we can get this. If it is started with 2 or it is started with 6, we get that. Let's do some 3D indexing. Let's run it. Here you can see this is 3D array. Print the shape. It's like 3 dimensions, 2, 2, and 3. As we have 3 columns, 2 rows, and inside this we already have 2. If you want to do indexing in this or sizing it, we can do that like this. We have to put 3 dots to access 3 list of the 3. It is same as like this. As you can see, we get this value because it's 0 and it's 1, and we've defined 1. If we put 0 in the place of 1, we get this one. We also do this like this. The result is same. Now move to next example. Let's run this cell. Here you can see we get this last column. We also write this like this. Now comes to the next part, which is selection. Again, make a array with the help of range function. Arrange function. Let's do some comparison operation. Like we get the Boolean array. Now we put the value of this in the bool array. Let's run the cell again. If we put this bool array into array like this, we get the values where this equation is satisfied. We also did the same like this. And come to the next example. X is equals to 2 and check whether the value of array is greater than 2. Run the cell. the first two values is not been included because the equation is not satisfied true on that part. If you want to delete an array, you can do that like this, del, then array name. Here you can see. Now, if you want to access this array, it gave an error like this, does not define. Now comes to the sorting part. NumPy offer many kind of sorting function, but in this video, we only cover numpy.sort function. NumPy.sort function return a sorted copy of an array. Let's come to the code. We define an array which have these value. If we want to print A and run this cell, we get this value. And if we want to simply sort array with no parameter except the array itself, we get this kind of. Now, if we give the access is equals to null, it simply fatten the array. Now, if we give the access is equals to 0, let's see, run the cell, we get first row get 1, 1, and then second row get 3 and 4. Now comes to some difficult example like this. D type name S1. It is the D type for name column. Values is like this. Now run it. Now make a array with these value. Run it and get the array like this. Now, if we want to sort an array according to the height of the people, we put order is equals to height and then use the function. If we want two columns to be ordered, we use a square bracket and give the code like this. Let's see. It is ascending order. That's it for this video. Hope you like this video. And if this video helps you, so don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and make sure you hit the bell icon so you don't miss any of my interesting video. Thank you.